Greetings and salutations, Zach Ryan here from PSX with my buddy, Marty Sleva. Marty, the other night at the Game Awards, we got a sneak preview, a very brief look at whatever From Software is working on. So let's talk about that. What do we think that game is?
So that's the thing, is we got the thing that says Shadows Die Twice.
Correct.
And so we're like, okay, twice. That could be 2, that could be Bloodborne. And so, you know, we've been waiting for a Bloodborne 2, and the reason we didn't cut this combo earlier is because we're like, all right, this is the snippet, and then at PSX, we're going to see more. We didn't. The reason we think it might be Bloodborne is because, like, whatever that pulley system was looked like it could be a transformation weapon. Yeah. Like, I could totally, it had that sort of, like, weird, bony sinew feel, like the cracking noise that so much of Bloodborne had.
It's covered in blood.
Yes, exactly.
So, reasons that it might not be Bloodborne.
Well, it's the Shadows thing.
Yeah.
I think like Bloodborne doesn't have a lot about shadows, but there's another FromSoft game that is about shadows.
Right, and that's Shadow Tower and Shadow Tower Abyss, last seen on the PlayStation 2.
Yeah.
Now, this is sort of kind of a far-reaching hypothesis because Shadow Tower has long been dormant, but it is a fantasy RPG, traditionally from a first-person perspective, but this is something that they might be willing to go back to.
Oh, totally.
It's sort of a reboot.
Yeah.
So given that it's the Shadows Die Twice tagline, there's maybe a chance that it's Shadow Tower, but I feel like that's sort of a reach.
Yeah, that's a little bit of a reach. That was more fantasy.
Right.
But if you look at, obviously, this trailer, people have speculated that you could see a kunai, which is like a little, like a throwing dagger.
So speaking of reaches.
Speaking of reaches, and then, so you see that, and then obviously you see what appears to be kanji in the background.
Yeah.
And so, you know, people are thinking, like, could this be a Tenchu game? And so FromSoft has worked on a Tenchu game in the past.
And more importantly, their parent company owns the patent to Tenchu.
Yeah, and their parent company is all about, like, hey, take these old IP, just go do what you want with them. So the idea of, like, oh man, like them doing a Souls-like formula in a ninja game sounds amazing.
Yeah, I'd play that for sure. And last and not least, I would say
most likely, probably.
Most likely, maybe we're looking at something completely new and something that we haven't seen before.
Yeah, totally. Which wouldn't be a reach because in the Artorias of the Abyss DLC for Dark Souls 1, they teased a character who very much looked like a hunter from Yarnum.
Yep.
He was like this foppish Victorian dude, spoke like that.
Right.
And his weapons kind of looked like Bloodborne.
Correct. And then in the Old Hunters DLC, they teased a character who had this sort of like Eastern influence.
Yeah, he had like a samurai sword and everything.
There's this kind of feel that From Software sort of backdoors these little sneak previews into their games, and if that's the case, we might know what we're looking at and have already seen some of it.
Yeah, but we know. So Katao-san, who works at From Software, said, "We're glad you guys liked it. We're going to share more with you in the coming year." And so I have a feeling we're going to be on Radio Silence until E3, get a big reveal, and then hopefully this is a fall 2018 game.
That'd be awesome. I mean, I feel like this might follow suit of all three of their new games falling in line like right away.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
that'd be great.
Like fall, spring, summer, something like that.
So
that'd be awesome.
for that. Yeah.
Personally, I think it's Armored Core. Let us know what you guys think in the comments below. And for more on PSX, keep it right here on IGN.